Comfortable talking about Siddhis a little bit?
Yes, why not?
When we say Hanumanji is Ashta Siddhi no Nadi ke Data, firstly, what does that statement mean? And secondly, are there 8 Siddhis only? Or are there infinite number of Siddhis?
There are infinite number of Siddhis.
And what could be a very understandable Siddhi for someone who's never heard the term Siddhi?
It's actualization. When we talk about a group of cells, a colony of cells, okay? When you talk about a group of cells or a colony of cells, when there's actualization and maximization of consciousness completely in full form, then the Shakti there, Siddhi word is related to Shakti. It's not related to consciousness. It's related to Shakti. Because that means that Shakti is come in its full form, like a player comes in its full form. Right? So that means you have actualized and maximized that Shakti point over there. So a group of cells now are holding on to a maximum ability of the Shakti. And this can be pushed anywhere. It can be pushed anywhere. So, the sadhak realizes that he is got a siddhi. First of all, wo hota nahi hai. Rarely it happens because he's in so much humility. If he's a real sadhak, he's in so much humility. There are set of people who are pursuing siddhis and they're doing sadhana only for the sake of siddhi, which happens or may not happen. It may happen or it may not happen. But if a sadhak is sincere and on his path is amalgamating and melting his ego, and on the sadhana his attention is not on the siddhis come to him anyway. Siddhis come to him anyway. It's a byproduct of self-actualization. One colony of cells getting activated in the body is like one siddhi. And the aim being that the whole body has become completely activated, with that energy.
Fair to say that our human body, mind and spirit holds much more potential that we're told in textbooks.
Yes.
So there are siddhis packed into each one of our bodies, minds and souls.
Yes.
But for the ones who align themselves with the practices, you actually end up seeing those siddhis manifest as realities.
Yeah, and the Ashta Siddhis and these names that you hear of the Siddhis, these are coming from our traditional scriptural books. So there is a limit to what is written there. There's much more in the universe than that. Much more that doesn't have a nomenclature yet. Correct? Much more that can be named in future.
What is an understandable siddhi that you can talk about so that people have a context on what this is?
The simplest of the siddhi is a Vak Siddhi. When you're doing Nam Smaran, Nam Japa, and you're doing your bhakti regularly, meditation regularly, and following the yamas, niyamas, choosing a right way of life, coming more in discipline, making conscious choices, you get Vak Siddhi, is the easiest siddhi. Vak Siddhi is the power of speech. The colony of cells here get activated, they get divinized, the chakra gets divinized. Whatever you say comes true. Vak Siddhi is whatever you say comes true. It has to manifest because it becomes the power. It becomes a command that the universe has to accept.
Okay.
So that's one of the easiest one. Then manifestation. Some people have more manifesting power than others. So those who are, again, everything is related to discipline and practice. For some people are born with these siddhis. For example, if someone was a sadhak in his previous lifetime and had done a lot of tapasya, and had worked, on all his energy system, and let's say his body ended, that life ended. Now he's born again, a newborn. He's born with that, it's carry forward. He's born with all of that attainment that he had in his previous lifetime. And as a kid, he's born with siddhis. You see so many youngsters. You see the miraculous children everywhere. Young, small boys and girls, So they're born with their siddhis. And so this lifetime is a very limitation to understand. Very big limitation. Here we get confused. A common man would get confused. Why he? Why not me? He did this for just 1 year and he has reached somewhere. I'm doing it for 8 years. I have not reached anywhere. His previous account is not taken into calculation. For instance, you have Maharathis, Rishis like Raman Maharshi and, and many other saints. From childhood, they've been saintly. They've been saintly, and they have born with the wisdom of an 80-year-old man or a very, very awakened man. What's the partiality God is doing here? That someone is born with this light and someone is not born with the light and born with darkness in the head. What is this partiality? It's nothing. There's no partiality. Everything goes in law and order here. There's a perfect order in the universe. There's a law of cause and effect that is working, and the accounts are maintained flawlessly without any error. The human body, in fact, is a flawless machine, automated, flawless machine where everything is happening automatically without your conscious interference in it. Your digestive system is working, excretory system is working, circulatory system is working. There is such minuscule, minute detailing in all these processes. We don't even have the ability to understand these processes fully, leave aside having any control over it.
If you enjoyed today's clip, make sure you check out these curated playlists that we've made especially for you related to the subject that was spoken about in this clip.